Hello and welcome to a new video. In this video I'm gonna show you my newest series I have created, which is called Crafty Art. I have some different categories, like I'm doing papers, I'm doing crafty art snippets or transfers, and then we have another pack with crafty art artifacts, and the artifacts always contain like masks. For example, this is the first pack I have now created, two packs, and in this video I'm gonna show you the pack number 2 of the artifacts, the art papers number 2, the crafty art snippets number 6, and the crafty art transfers number 2. So let's go through the folders, and I'm gonna explain you a bit how to use them. I have those artifacts blender masks here. You can use them with any other paper, with photos, with any other collection. You can anything clip on them, and they are huge, so you can spread them all over your papers and blend perfectly anything into each other. So these are the blender masks, and then we have some papers. Just an explanation for the crafty arts products they are all handmade, and I tried only scan them. There are no filters, there is nothing. It's done by hand, and this is what I like to have in this kind of products I've created. And so everything is totally unique, and it's one time done, and how it looks, and there's nothing to manipulate in Photoshop I will do on them. So scan, maybe correct a little bit the lightening of the papers, but that's it. So everything you see is original. Okay, we have here the papers. I always try to add some more neutral ones, and then some with colors or with other textures. So let's open one of them here. This one I like really. And what we can do here now is we flip them or turn them counterclockwise. So we have this line up here horizontal, and then let's go to the snippets. And this is those snippets were the start of the whole idea, because I don't know, I had the idea to craft, and then I started to use all the left papers I have in my studio here, and washi tapes and whatever I found, and the extraction of those are very time consuming, but it's so much fun to create them. And let's see, when you open them and pull them on your canvas, what you can see is that I really extracted everything the way that you have a transparency on those washi tapes here. You can see when you slide down over here that the shadow looks through, and also when you open maybe that colorful one, and then we go back to the snippets and open that one. This is not one with transparency, but that one. So also here, just drag and drop, and you can see they are really huge, so you can use them how they are or make them tiny. This is up to you, and you have the already existing realistic shadow here. And as you can see here also, this is a little bit transparent, and everything is here looking through, and you have this shadowing all over here and over here, so it really looks realistic on your computer. And you can add here your photo. So let's see what we can add here. Maybe that one is nice. Yeah. Okay, so we have here this photo. And what I did, I closed now the snippets, and which one we had is that one. So close it, make it a little bit smaller. Then we have the photo over here, and going back. Important is, or what I suggest you is to use the layer, and if you have Photoshop CC, convert to Smart Object before you transform anything, because you can now transform it up and scale it bigger, and you will not lose any resolution. If you don't do that and you scale your element down, you will realize when you scale it up again that you lose resolution, and it gets blurry. So this is what you should do to avoid this blurriness when you play around with the size of your elements. And this is what you should do all the time when you place an element. Use really those convert to Smart Object. And you can transform it and go back however you want. For example, only I do that now. It makes no sense just with this element, but I can transform it. Okay. And then I go back here, custom, and say none, and then I have it back. And this is also, if you do 100 steps later, you can go back to the original form of your element, and you don't need to replace it if you are not satisfied with what you did on your element. I have a little bit of rough voice today. It's early. No, it's 12, but I got up a little bit late today. I'm a day off and from work, so I was getting up about half an hour ago, and my girls just asked me to do from the CT team to do a layout for them to promote this kind of product. Okay, going back, not much talking. Okay, so we have this photo, and we start to use the lasso tool, the polygonal lasso tool, and we do roughly selection here. And then we go and say where it is, paste into it is. So you find that on edit, paste special, and then you go to paste into, and then your image is placed into this rough selection you've made. It's now on top, and we move it down to the layer. So this is now the start of your thing. What happened is when you place that into it, you see here in the layer, the first position is the icon of the photo you have placed into, and then the second one is the mask you've created. But as you compare maybe to other layers, there here in the middle is something missing. And that is because you can now move your photo. You need to click onto the photo and you can move it around. Okay? Like this and that and so on. And if you don't want that, you need to click in between the icon of the photo and the mask. And now it's linked together. So now everything, the mask and the photo itself can be moved. So there's a little trick in between. Okay, so now we have the photo, we have the mask, and we want to link them together because now is everything fixed. And we can scale that maybe over here. I think the photo totally goes under all those textures and everything. When you go to the transfers, I have in the transfers number 2, you see a lot of different gesso pieces. And now we can add them here, place it underneath, and place maybe here and there some white, more white on top of it. It blends perfectly onto your background and you get a little bit more white space all around your photo. So it will pops out much more. So we can use that one. That was the same one. So let's turn that around. So, okay. I don't have word arts or anything like that, but you can go, well, let's choose opposites attract. I have there this, the date stamps, and they were perfectly here with those kind of layouts. So we have today, maybe this lovely day is nice. Ooh, where it is. Place it on top. And let's place that here. And we have now October. And maybe we add that here. And I want to have it just underneath, that it only lurks a little bit out here. Also here we can really when we place it, just a second, I'm searching. Where do we have Friday? I think I like that one. That's really roughly October. And when you place it, also here you can convert to smart object. And we use this stamp on top here, and we say it's Friday 13 October. And as you can see, this one isn't now converted into a smart object. When I now scale it up, you will see it gets fussy totally, and it wouldn't be like that if you have it already changed into in a smart object. So I really recommend that for you. So this is how you can use those tapes I have added here. And then we have the transfers as well. Well, I want to add now a mask because it's still too much going on this page. So I'm going to the background, copy that or not. There it is. I was too fast. So we have now here this mask. A little bit bigger. Going back to the papers, and we open that one, copy, paste, and we clip that. So as you can see, now we start to have a lot more white here, and our page is getting a little bit less louder. And you only have those little details, and with the transfers we have well, how can I say, blended them away. So, and we have some shadowing from the transfers. I like that a lot. Also, we have them in transparent version. So let's open that one, and to make maybe the shadow a little bit more, you can add that here. And of course, you can go and choose some artsy bits from a collection. Thanks. Let's use that one. Oh. So this is it. Maybe something. Or we can, let's go to undone. Let's see what we have here. Maybe a flower. How would be a flower on top of each other and with the shadowing? Okay, so we have here this flower. So as you can see here, you can really combine everything perfectly with each other. So we have that here. I like this blended, and this we go here underneath. Maybe this bow on top here, and you can see it gets so realistic because of those craftyArt snippets, because they really do have this original shadow. Maybe it looks from the first time when you place it too much, but as you can see now, combined with other elements, it starts to evolve into a almost realistic art journal creation. Let's see what we have here. Maybe one of those. Let's see how they look like when they come up here. Okay. Very small shadow, really, really small, not much. As you can see here, when we go turn off, turn on, so it's really not much, but it's it makes it a little bit stand out and helps that it feels realistic. Let's open that one, and we place a few ones only here on top, so they repeat here. And I like that one. We have here also gesso piece. place that underneath. So we have here this little bit texture, and this we can multiply. So we have here this little kind of texture coming up. Color burn doesn't work, or so you can go to linear burn or multiply. This is up to you. Or over here, and you get an extra texture here on top. That's also nice. We'll duplicate it and repeat it. A little bit of the texture here. Yes. If you like to add a much bigger word art, you can go to, let's go to opposites attract. There we have those really, I like affection. I think that perfectly fit those word arts I have created once. I know they are not, some of them are not good to read, but this is the intent, or was the intention. Let's see where we can place. And let's try multiply, linear burn, color burn. I like it here. Yes. Maybe. Over here. Okay. So a page there that goes a lot on, and I think I showed you how you could use all those little crafty art pieces. Now how you can use them. And if you have any questions, always ask me. If you like to see a video, or if you don't understand anything how to use a product, please feel free to send me a message, leave a comment, come into my artology.studio group, and there is always help from my CT girls and also from me. So I will be happy to see you there, and I'm sure we're gonna see us in the next video. Bye!